Hey, NFL training camp, it's in full swing as this blistering heat wave stretches from the East Coast all the way down through Texas. More than 25 states are under heat warnings or advisories, and a recent training camp was hit with some heat-related illnesses. Experts are chiming in about the best ways to protect athletes. And for more, we're joined by Douglas Casa. He's a professor of kinesiology and the CEO of the Korey Stringer Institute. That's at UConn. Hey, thanks for being here. This is something super important that we talk about every year, particularly with events like this heat dome. You had a scary incident with heat stroke in a road race years back, and you went on to lead the Korey Stringer Institute. This is clearly something that's deeply personal. How did you get into this? Can you tell us a little bit about the work of the Institute?
Sure, yeah. On August 8th, 1985, I had an exertional heat stroke running a 10K race on the track. So it's going to be almost exactly 40 years ago this coming August 8th. So yeah, that set me in motion in terms of having a passion trying to better understand the prevention, recognition, and treatment of heat stroke. And in 2001, when Korey Stringer passed away, I was asked to be an expert witness for a number of years during those litigation. And then we were honored that his widow, Kelsey, and Commissioner Goodell asked if we'd want to host a lasting legacy for Korey at UConn. And we just celebrated our 15-year anniversary trying to protect laborers, athletes, and warfighters who have to do their job or their sport in the heat.
Yeah, you said laborers, athletes, and warfighters. It's heat that impacts every facet of life outdoors, truly, and oftentimes makes things dangerous this time of the year. What are the most common misconceptions about heat safety? Is there something that people get wrong about how they behave, how they plan for heat like this?
Yeah, I would say yes, that's true. There are some misconceptions. One is in high school, especially football, the workouts themselves, the conditioning sessions, the practices, often are the cause of the problem, because most people don't know that every high school football heat stroke death in America since 1995 has been a lineman. So linemen are certainly the riskiest population. They heat up the fastest. So we need to protect them, especially during the first week. Almost all the deaths from heat stroke happen in the first week of football training camp, no matter what level. And it's also very important for your viewers to know that if a heat stroke ever does happen, it's 100% survivable if you get someone's temperature under 104 within 30 minutes of presentation. So that's why high school, colleges, and pro teams across America have immersion tubs on the sideline, and athletic trainers who are the licensed medical professionals there know to utilize that immersion tub to save that person's life from heat stroke.
Yeah, and why it's so important to be aware, be monitoring things like what you're describing if you're going to be exerting yourself in the outdoors when we have temperatures like this. It was just this week, the Buffalo Bills had 2 players suffer from heat exhaustion. It was yesterday at training camp. They were given a rest day. Can you talk more about your work with the NFL? I know franchises have taken steps to take this a whole lot more seriously throughout the years.
Yeah, the NFL has made quantum leaps in the last 15 years related to heat safety. I serve on the General Medical Committee of the NFL, and we've made a lot of strides, especially the prevention side of things, whether it be cooling strategies, hydration, heat acclimatization, which is the phasing in of practices over time, making modifications based on the environmental conditions. There's a lot of things that can be done to reduce the incidence of heat exhaustion and heat stroke from happening. But like I said before, even if a heat stroke ever does present itself, we have to be ready to aggressively cool on site. And the NFL, all 32 teams are ready to cool aggressively on site if a heat stroke happens. And
yes,
almost every college in America and almost every high school in America.
Yeah, this is great work. This is important work. Douglas Casa, professor of kinesiology and the CEO of the Korey Stringer Institute. Thank you for being with us here on Fox Weather this afternoon.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the time.
Thank you.